Okay, today is February 10th, 2026, year of our Lord, or whatever year it is, based on, we have no idea what year it is, or what the time, we have no idea. So, it's all right. It is Tuesday, and I have a busy day ahead of me, a busy week ahead of me. I think I'm going to read Matthew chapter 8, and then we'll see. Jesus cleanses the leper. Chapter 8, Matthew. When he came down from the mountain, great multitudes followed him. And behold, there came a leper and worshipped him, saying, Lord, if thou wilt, thou canst make me clean. And Jesus put forth his hand and touched him, saying, I will, be thou clean. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed. And Jesus saith unto him, See thou tell no man, but go thy way. Show thyself to the priest, and offer the gift that Moses commanded for a testimony unto them. And when Jesus was entered into Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion, beseeching him, and saying, Lord, my servant lieth at home sick of the palsy, grievously tormented. And Jesus saith unto him, I will come and heal him. The centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof, but speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. For I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me, and I say to this man, Go, and he goeth, and to another, Come, and he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doeth it. When Jesus heard it, he marveled, and said to them that followed, Verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. And I say unto you, that many shall come from the east and west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And Jesus said unto the centurion, Go thy way, and thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the selfsame hour. And when Jesus was come into Peter's house, he saw his wife's mother laid and sick of fever. And he touched her hand, and the fever left her, and she arose and ministered unto them. When the even was come, they brought unto him many that were possessed with devils, and he cast out the spirits with his word, and healed all that were sick, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Esaias the prophet, saying, Himself took our infirmities and bare our sicknesses. Now when Jesus saw great multitudes about him, he gave commandments to depart unto the other side. And a certain scribe came and said unto him, Master, I will follow thee whithersoever thou goest. And Jesus saith unto him, The foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head. And another of his disciples said unto him, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. But Jesus said unto him, Follow me, and let the dead bury their dead. And when he was entered into a ship, his disciples followed him. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch that the ship was covered with waves. But he was asleep. And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he saith unto them, Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. But the men marveled, saying, What manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? When he was come in the other side into the country of Girgashene, or whatever, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceedingly fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? And there was a good way off from them a herd of many swine feeding. So the devils besought him, saying, If thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea, and perished into the waters. And they that kept them fled, and went their ways into the city, and told everything, and what was befallen to the possessed of the devils. And behold, the whole city came out to meet Jesus, and when they saw him, they besought him that he would depart out of their coasts. He freaked them out. I like the only red letter in that section is go, when Jesus says go to the devils. Go. And they almost drooled. They listened to him. Oh. I am feeling much better. I slept with a humidifier on last night, so I'm hoping that will help heal me. I'm going to read some of these my dad's quote book. I'm going to read the quotes from today, or that I have up for today. Hold fast the time, guard it, watch over it, every hour, every minute. Unregarded, it slips away like a lizard, smooth, slippery, faithless. Hold every moment sacred. Give each clarity and meaning, each the weight of thine awareness, each its true and due fulfillment. Thomas Mann. What is life? It is the flash of a firefly in the night. It is the breath of a buffalo in the wintertime. It is the little shadow which runs across the grass and loses itself in the sunset. Crowfoot, Blackfoot leader. If you want to be found, stand where the seeker seeks. Sidney Lanier. If you want to be found, stand where the seeker seeks. I'm not sure where that is. I have made a mess of trying to be accepted in places that I don't belong. I'm supposed to make myself useful and pleasant, and I'm not sure. Or I'm like one of the prophets, and a little bit abrasive, a little bit fun and exciting sometimes, and not everyone's cup of tea. That could be okay. I need to be okay with myself so that I can do better with other people. Okay, I'm going to read my little page from the Courage to Change, One Day at a Time, Al-Anon, inspiring. So great. February 10th. One of the effects of alcoholism is that many of us have denied or devalued our talents, feelings, achievements, and desires. In Al-Anon, we learn to know, appreciate, and express our true selves. Creativity is a powerful way to celebrate who we are. It is spiritual energy that nourishes our vitality. It is a way to replace negative thinking with positive action. Every one of us is brimming with imagination, but it often takes practice to find it and put it to use. Yet anything we do in a new way can be creative. Building a bookcase, trying a new seasoning on a vegetable, taking a new approach to handling finances, finger painting, problem solving, tapping out a rhythm on a tabletop. Creative energy is within us and all around us. Whether we are writing a masterpiece or folding the laundry. Every original act asserts our commitment to living. Every original act asserts our commitment to living. Our program encourages us to acknowledge our achievements and to live each day fully. When we create, we plant ourselves firmly in the moment and teach ourselves that we do matter. Today's reminder. I will make use of the precious gift of imagination. Thus, I will turn away from negativity, self-doubt, and fear, and celebrate life instead. Do what you can with what you have where you are. Theodore Roosevelt. That's a good quote. Okay, so those are good, inspiring readings. Let's see what's next. I've got Vincent. Life According to Vincent van Gogh. Holding on to the present and not letting it pass by without managing to get something out of it. Now that's what I believe duty is. Got another quote. There's also a good chance of exchanging pictures with other artists. In one word, with much energy, with a sincere personal feeling of color in nature, I would say an artist can get on here notwithstanding the many obstructions, and I intend remaining here still longer. October 1886. I probably need a community of fellow artists. My daughter would probably say that too. Okay. It's all right. When it's time, I'll find my people, if there are my people. Okay, this is the Tao Te Ching, number 27. Good travelers leave no tracks. Good words leave no trace. Good counting needs no markers. Good doors have no bolts, yet cannot be forced. Good knots have no rope, but cannot be untied. In this way, the sage always helps people and rejects none, always helps all beings and rejects none. This is called practicing brightness. Therefore, the good person is the bad person's teacher, and the bad person is the good person's resource. Not to value the teacher, not to love the resource, causes great confusion even for the intelligent. This is called the vital secret. Okay. Meditations, Marcus Aurelius. Number 7, Rusticus. The recognition that I needed to train and discipline my character, not to be sidetracked by my interest in rhetoric, not to write treatises on abstract questions or deliver moralizing little sermons or compose imaginary descriptions of the simple life or the man who lives only for others, to steer clear of oratory, poetry, and belles lettres, not to dress up just to stroll around the house or things like that, to write straightforward letters like the one he sent my mother from Cinesis, and to behave in a conciliatory way when people have angered or annoyed us, want to make up, to read attentively, not to be satisfied with just getting the gist of it, and not to fall for every smooth talker, for introducing me to Epicurus's lectures and loaning me his own copy. That's fun. Okay, The Pivot Year. Brianna Wiest. This book has been fantastic. Okay, I never finished it last year though, so I'm still finishing it. I'm on day 305. There will come a day when the ease is a little greater than the heaviness, when it feels just undesirable enough not to look backwards, not to unpack the details one more time. That compulsion to keep yourself pinned to the past will lighten, and you'll begin to walk forward with more ease. You will slowly begin to forget all those harrowing details that kept you up at night. You will lose touch with the people that are meant to drift away, and one day you will think of them for the very last time, though you will not know it is the last. Your mind will fill with new ideas, new distractions, new plans. You will move on. You really will. I'm working on it. I've been working on it. This is hopefully... This is the week of regaining my integrity, saying my piece, and also getting free. Without... I'm trying not to complain or focus on... I really am. I have that quote from my daughter that I found in the... I need to find it. It's on a little piece of paper. I don't know how old she was when she wrote it. But it says, beautiful things can happen when you let go of negativity. Isn't that lovely? And true. Okay, so then Rick Rubin's A Creative Act, A Way of Being. I love this book. I'm going to read a little section of this. If you are open and stay tuned to what's happening, the answers will be revealed. A whisper out of time. It is common for an artist to question the weight of their ideas. A 5-year-long creative process might have begun with a fleeting moment in a dream or a remark overheard in a parking lot. In hindsight, this tiny seed that led us down a winding path may seem insignificant. We might wonder if it's big enough or if the direction is important enough to keep traveling. When gathering seeds to begin our work, we may be tempted to look for a grand sign before committing ourselves, a clap of thunder to assure us that we've found the right path. We may discard ideas that don't seem of great importance or magnitude, but the size does not matter. Volume does not equal value. We can't weigh source material based on the initial impact it makes on arrival. Sometimes the smallest seed grows into the biggest tree. The most innocent idea can lead to the most consequential writing. Trivial insights can open the doors to vast new worlds. The most delicate message could be of the greatest importance. Even if the seed is nothing more than what we notice, a momentary perception, an unexpected thought, even an echo of a memory, it's enough. Most often, the hints of inspiration and direction from source are small. They appear as tiny signals, traveling through the void of space, quiet and subtle like a whisper. To hear whispers, the mind must also be quiet. We pay close attention on all fronts, our antenna sensitively tuned. Boosting our receptivity may require a relaxing of effort. If we're trying to solve a problem, trying can get in the way. Splashing in a pond stirs up clouds of dirt in clear water. In relaxing the mind, we may have greater clarity to hear the whisper when it comes. In addition to meditation, we might softly hold on to a question and go for a walk, swim, or drive. The question isn't being worked on, just loosely held in awareness. We are posing it gently to the universe, opening ourselves to receive an answer. Sometimes the words seem to arise from outside, and other times the inside. Whatever route the information arrives through, we allow it to come by grace, not effort. The whisper cannot be wrestled into existence, only welcomed with an open state of mind. The next chapter is Expect a Surprise. But that's enough. I can't put this back up here. I got the books in the wrong order. It's okay. Whatever. That's enough. It's funny, I've got the microphone up here. I'm going to see how that works because I can't get this sound to work. I probably need like some microphone that comes out towards my face. Seems weird. I just want to read the Bible and read other books and talk about them and then watch myself assess my attitude, my facial expression, learn about myself, be more the me I'm supposed to be. Learn the boundaries of myself and others. Only take responsibility for the things that are my part and not other people's parts. Be appropriate. Oh, is that in the Bible? Let's look. Appropriate. I'm getting quite the list of things that are not in the Bible. Approved. Approach. Appropriate. No. So, I'll add that to my list. I'm always wanting to be appropriate, but appropriate isn't biblical. So it goes on the list. Neither is disgust. Appropriate. Not in the Bible. Not in the Bible. But righteous is. That's my favorite. Disgust isn't. Health. Should we try a little bit of health? Genesis 43. And I could use a lot of health. From the King James Bible. These are the verses on health. Do I have time for this? I don't care. Genesis 43:28. And they answered, Thy servant our father is in good health. He is yet alive. And they bowed down their heads and made obeisance. 2 Samuel. I gotta get fast at this. 20, verse 9. And Joab said to Amasa, Art thou in health, my brother? And Joab took Amasa by the beard with the right hand to kiss him. Psalm 42:11. I love the Bible. It's so funny sometimes. Or it gives me, I delight in the word of the Lord. That's good. 42:11. But the wilderness and the cities thereof lift up their voice. The villages that Cedar doth inhabit, let the inhabitants of the rocks sing. Let them shout from the top of the mountains. Am I in the right verse? That doesn't have health. Psalm. Oh, because I'm in Isaiah. Hilarious, Emily. That's a good verse. But you are not in the right book of the Bible. 42:11. Let's go to a different 42:11. Why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted within me? Hope thou in God, for I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance and my God. That's the correct verse. 43:5. Why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted within me? Hope in God, for I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance and my God. Same verse, different section. Psalm 67:2. That thy way may be known upon earth, thy saving health among all nations. And then we've got Proverbs 3. Verse 8. It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones. 4:22. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Proverbs 12:18. There is that speaketh like the piercings of the sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. Proverbs 13:17. A wicked messenger falleth into mischief, but a faithful ambassador is health. Proverbs 16:24. Pleasant words are as a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. Isaiah 58:8. Then shall thy light break forth as the morning, and thine health shall spring forth speedily, and thy righteousness shall go before thee. The glory of the Lord shall be thy rewarded. Or thy reward. Okay. Jeremiah 8:15. We looked for peace, but no good came, and for a time of health, and behold, trouble. Is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician there? Why then is not the health of the daughter of my people recovered? More Jeremiah 30:17. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Jeremiah 33:6. Behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them, and will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth. And then we've got Acts 27:34. Wherefore I pray you take some meat, for this is for your health. For there shall not an hair fall from the head of any of you. A hair fall from the head of any of you. He needs them to eat meat for their health. That's what that verse in Acts says. Okay. But where's 3rd John? 3rd Epistle of John, verse 2. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. The 3rd Epistle of John, verse 2. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. It is good with my soul. It is good with my soul. Today is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I will have courage and strength and be of good cheer. Oh, my humidifier is still going. I wonder how much noise that makes. It'll be just fine. I've prayed. I've read the Bible. I've done some morning meditation. I'm going to do the best job I can with today. Like every day, the Lord is my strength and my salvation. I shall not want. He'll lead me beside the path of still waters. I will cultivate the fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. The Lord is my strength. I will trust in him. I will lean not on my own understanding. In all my ways, I will acknowledge him, and he will direct my path. It's going to be a great day. I'll make the best of it that I can. I will be glad and of good cheer. Okay. Oomph, 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 oomph.